the following community rules apply to all Roblox users and are part of terms of their use. These rules are made up of two sections. All Roblox users and those participating in Roblox events go online or online must follow section 1. Developers must follow section 1 and the additional rules in section 2. Section 1, basic rules applicable to all users, players, developers, and everyone else, and to anyone participating in a Roblox-related event go online or real life. Roblox helps power the imagination of our users. Those users are, first of all, ages come from around the world to create adventures, play games. Play and socialize. We strive to create a community that balances the needs, safety, and interests of this truly diverse user base to help achieve this goal. We put together these rules, which apply to whatever you do on Roblox, whether playing, chatting, sending messages, posting comments, creating workable shipping content, dressing up your avatar, and anything else in the games. Work on the platform. These rules also apply to anything that you participate in the real world or go online related to Roblox, such as the Roblox Developer Conference or DDC, Roblox Developer Chat, and other online or online events and gather things hosted by work related to Roblox. Please remember to review these rules, as they will be updated from time to time as good members of the community. You should report all violations by using our report abuse system, which is located throughout the site and in the game. 1, the guiding principles: be friendly, patient, and welcoming, support a safe environment, and to help us to ensure that everyone follows these rules. Be respectful. Not all of us will agree back all the time, but a disagreement. There's no excuse for poor behavior and poor manners. We might all experience some frustration now and then, but we can't allow that frustration to turn into a personal attack. It's important to remember that a community where people feel uncomfortable or threatened is not a productive one. Be careful in the words that you choose. Be kind to others to do not insult or put down other harassment and other exclusion behavior aren't acceptable. To try to understand why we disagree or disagreements, both social and technical, happen back all the time. It is important that we resolve disagreements and differing view. Constructively remember that we're different. The strength of our community comes from its diversity. People from a wide range of backgrounds. Different people have different perspectives on issues. Being unable to understand why someone holds a viewpoint doesn't mean that they're wrong. Don't forget that it is human to care and blame each other. It doesn't get this anywhere. Let's focus on working together to resolve issues and learning from mistakes. These are the rules of the conduct that everyone on Roblox must follow. Below are some specific examples, but these are much broader than the examples below, and you should stick to these rules. If you are uncertain as to whether any particular action is allowed. 3, personal information. We strongly encourage you to protect your personal information in some cases, such as when you are under 13. We employ automatic tools and other techniques so as to help comply with a legal requirement concerning your personal information in all cases. You are not allowed to share personal information of others. Personal information includes full name, email, password, home, or other address, telephone, phone number, social security, passport, or national identity number, other personally identified information, real in life. Personal or family photos are not permitted to be deployed for community safety, for harassment, what do we do not tolerate this? Examples include comments or actions meant to talk boldly, intimidate, hurt, attack, abuse, or humiliate someone or something that a person may care about. This includes using or encouraging the use of profanity, swearing, reveal personal information, civilize someone or something, which would include sexual harassment, sexual bullying in any form, harass or single out anyone or something that a person cares about for abuse, attack, or anything similar to that, calling out the bad behavior of others publicly. You should use reporting tools on the site. Let us know of any bad behavior inside others. Do anything above 5 child danger. We have first of all ages. We want to create a safe environment for all of them, including children. So what do we do? Not allow any actions that could put children in inappropriate or dangerous situations, including grooming and other predatory behavior. Anything that civilizes children. Any other actions or comments that are studied in these rules that are directed to or are about children. 6. Hate speech or actions. You are not allowed to engage in discriminatory speech or actions based on any of the following: race or ethnic origin, national origin, religion or religious affiliation, disabilities or disease, gender, identity or sexual orientation, age, the veteran status. 7. The example content below is not permitted on below the list below and provides some examples, but is not exhaustive. Below safety, moderation, team will block appropriate content within these rules. Clothing with red armband, Confederate flags, we all treasure our identities. We don't want to be defamed. You are not allowed to impersonate another person's identity, defame someone, or commit libel. This would include impersonating another player, celebrity, employee, the police, a government official, or anyone else. So to do not use any of the following that's associated with someone else. In order to pass yourself off as that person, name, or name, position in a company, digital representation, post, or personal information. 9. Threats and self-harm in the digital environment. It is hard to tell what is a joke or is serious, so we take all threats seriously and do not allow any threats on below. We also take reports of self-harm very seriously. We are in active communication with police departments across this globe and often report threats related to physical harm or public safety. 10. Are looking for dates or dating partners. As a social platform for play, tries to provide a safe place to meet online, friends, play, chat, and collaborate on creative projects. However, this is not the place to look for dating partners. 11th, sexual content or overly violent content. What do we do? Not allow such content, including sexual content or acts, sexual violence, exploitation of any kind or excessive violence. This includes such content, whether or not nudity is involved in whether or not it would rise to the level of being pornographic or being explicit content that implies or makes an avatar appear in a work in under atrocities, massacres, and other shock killing real or real world events. 12 dangerous, unethical, and illegal activities. Not only do we not allow these activities, what do we do? Not allow anyone discussing them or encouraging others to discuss or take such actions, including killing, fishing, flaming, exploiting, cheating, spam, deceptive practices, scams, misleading, sexual or crazy, or other images, videos, or text, gambling with or real money, terrorism, Nazism, or neo-Nazism, organized criminal activity, gang violence, instructions for engaging in violent activities, including bomb or weapon making, criminal activity, illegal drugs, or prescription drugs without a prescription for use, or the sale of drugs, alcohol, or tobacco by minors, black female, or extortion. 13. Discrimination. We explore to honor diversity in age, gender, identity, or expression, culture, ethnicity, language, national origin, political beliefs, profession, race, religion, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, and technical ability. We will not tolerate discrimination based on any of the protected characteristics above, including participants with disabilities, and 14 other activities. We remind you of the rules above. This list is not meant to be exhaustive. Here are a couple of other items to keep in mind. You may offer promo code only for in the game items, content, or currency in your games. Promo code cannot promise or digital goods that are not part of the game. Promo code must be clearly labeled for your in the game content only and should not appear to be official offers or offer official items or as discussed in terms of use. You cannot allow others to sell, trade, or give away digital goods or a game code except through official channel on platform. For example, you cannot conduct such transactions through chat groups or third-party apps or websites. Third parties sell or provide a game card, which are physical cards or digital items that provide a code that you can use to redeem or other virtual items on those a game cards have their own terms and conditions associated with them. If you want to sell, give away, or to do anything else with those cards outside of and beyond the ball, no other method of trading is permitted on or off. Exploiting is not permitted in this includes properly obtaining deployed to the game content moderators will determine exploited the game content after discretion with the tools available to them and may immediately terminate accounts caught participating in this behavior. Website services and additional third-party content are not permitted on with the following exceptions. Twitter, Twitch users under the age of 13 are not permitted to share Twitter, Twitch links for their privacy and safety. Permitted those links content or for instances must contain appropriate content or your account will be moderated to get up to immediate termination using partial links, filter breaking using permitted website links to indirectly link to non-permitted sites, content or services, or otherwise encouraging users to go to unpermitted site links, content or services is also not be allowed below terms of your use tab. Many terms and conditions that you must follow to use below. Please make sure you read those terms. 15 consequences. And violation is the type and the degree of action that we take for violation of below terms of your use and other terms that are part of those general terms, including these rules, is judged on a case by case basis. In our sole discretion, we weigh the type of violation, whether you are repeat the offender, and other factors you should understand. The following certain minor violations will result in a warning or temporary ban. More serious violations will result in a permanent ban. If your violation is a serious one, we may not allow you to participate in our ethics program, and you may lose all rights to any virtue, goods, or other items that you may have earned, purchased, or otherwise acquired or provided. As that term is defined in the below terms of your use. To this, we actively work with the law enforcement agencies throughout the world and report illegal activity, threats to others, threats of self-harm, and other relevant items to them. If you have multiple accounts, we reserve the right to take action against all of your accounts for any single or multiple violations. The account holder is responsible for all violations that occur on that person's account. So you never give your password to anyone else, except if you are my minor to your legal guardian to do not discuss publicly any actions that we have taken against you or anyone else for a violation. If you have questions about any action that we have taken against your account for a violation, you can contact us at Appeals. If you violate these rules when participating in a life event organized by or on behalf of Roblox, you may be cited or expelled from the event at the discretion of the event or observers. Section 2. Additional rules for developers to be clear. Developers must follow back all the basic rules. Above as a community, we strive to make Roblox a safe and enjoy a better place for everyone, and we appreciate your efforts in helping us to build this positive environment. These community rules for developers outline the acceptable and appropriate ways to build and games on Roblox. If you have any questions about how to interpret these rules and how they might apply to your particular case, please send them to info.roblox. If you know of anyone or any game that's violating these rules, please report all violations by using our report abuse system, which is located throughout the site and in the game. Please remember to periodically review these rules, as they will be updated from time to time. Any attempt to violate or go around these rules will result in the game being suspended or completely removed from the user account or group associated with the game may also be deleted. Roblox does hear appeals for moderation consequences on a case by case basis, but reserves the right to act beyond the matter in the way that is appropriate. If you would like to request an email appeals at roblox.com. 1. Building your game. When building your game, it's important to do the following. All chat and text. Developers must pass all chat and or the game text through Roblox filter system. Roblox can all chat communication and play text for the safety of users and legal compliance reasons, including the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. All chat and content must also be through the report abuse system. Keep your game up to date. Enable users of your game to contact you so you can support your game. Don't build a game that encourages or redirect users to go off Roblox to do not ask for or collect or allow the transfer between players in your game. Any personally identifiable information, for example, you should not ask for a player's first and the last name, age, the home, or physical address, something that contains a person's or voice, such as a photograph, video, or audio file, social security, number of passport, number or national identity, number of phone, number or email address, or other forms of go online. Contact information to do not implement any gambling or casino style games that involve real money in any way. This includes Roblox can be purchased for real money games. Should also be fair and not be skewed in the developer's favor to do not create promotions offering prizes of any sort of including contests, lotteries, chain letters, or any kind of giveaway. As it is, it's okay to offer players promo code for in the game items only so long as they are not in exchange for something. In exchange for a up on your game to do not sell, trade, or give away currency, digital goods, or a game code outside of the channel provided to the users on the Roblox site. Third parties sell or provide cards, which are physical cards or digital items that provide a code that you can use to redeem Roblox or other virtual items beyond the services those a game cards have their own terms and conditions associated with them. If you want to sell, give away, or to do anything else with those cards outside of Roblox on an external website or social media channel, then we take the note position as to those actions. However, we recommend you check with the terms of those cards in place. You want to take the actions to assist with rolling out technical features and updates which may be for security, or stability, illegal, or other reasons, and may include updating your game or other content to do not upload or otherwise provide games or any other user generated creations that have previously been moderated or suspended from access on Roblox, whether that content was created by you or someone else. Developers must ensure that their games and all content within their games abide by the rules. Developers who are terminated or banned from Roblox may not transfer their creations or allow others to create works from them. The terms provide on you the GC is used here have the same definition as those described in the Roblox terms of use to do not copy, transfer, display, or otherwise use the GC of other users outside of Roblox, including on other gaming platforms or on physical media such as clothing. To creating positive game experiences when designing your game, we focus on providing positive game experiences for our community. Eat the G working in a pizza restaurant or building a theme park, etc. You should encourage the proper use of your game and never directly or indirectly encourage appropriate behavior. For example, experiences within a game should not have an appropriate theme over parties contain new or partially clothed characters or display suggested information below this list of inappropriate behaviors. And please note this list is not comprehensive. You should be thinking through if you are providing work or promoting inappropriate behavior, providing users personal information, her ass, or using or encouraging the use of teach wearing child speech or actions and impersonation threats and self-harm are looking for dates or dating partners, sexual content or overly violent content, dangerous unethical and illegal activities, content that implies or makes an avatar appear naked or in underwear this includes solid color avatars without clothing. 3. Using appropriate content. Inappropriate content is not allowed within Roblox games. Do not create or upload any images, videos, audio files, or other content, including information or discuss topics or use language that falls in the hit list above. Do not upload or use content or materials that you do not own or have permission from the owner to use. If we are notified that your deployed content violates others intellectual property rights, we will block or remove that content without notice and follow the process set out in Roblox terms of use. Roblox actively monitors the game content and text. Some violations are blocked automatically through the use of filters and other detection systems, and we moderate and take other actions running content when flagged by our community. Any consequences applied to violators are at the sole discretion of Roblox and may range in severity from warning to account deletion. Violations are dealt with in a manner that reflects the severity of the violation and the threat to the Roblox community. It's important. Additional information on inappropriate content, all text in deployed images must be clearly visible to Roblox moderators. Images with tiny unclear or unreadable text will be blocked from upload search images or other content representing drug or drug use. They're not permitted smoking cigarettes, cigars, and vaping. They're not permitted distorted audio, including excessively slowing it down or speeding up the audio content to make that indiscernible and audio that's excessively loud, including screaming, high pitched, or excessive noise. They're not permitted. Is not permitted on Roblox. This includes content that explicitly or implicitly promotes, encourages, or the advertisement. They're not permitted the advertisement such as click this 1,000 times. Click to pick your domain or ones that offer free virtual items that otherwise falsely represent the content being advertised and solely exist to encourage user to click on the ad to inflate the ad clicks. They're not permitted for reporting issues. If you see another user or content on our site or in a game, please use the report abuse feature to file a report within our moderation systems. You can find the report abuse option within any game, chat, or content on Roblox. Employs both moderation technology systems and a team of moderators to pre-review content and reports of violations of our community rules and terms of use. You can read more about our report abuse feature and how to block other users in our help documents here. How to report rule violations and to block user when an abuse report is reviewed by a moderator. The moderator will remove any inappropriate content and replace a moderator moderation or action against any CA account US the moderated account will receive a message detailing the reason for the ban. See, also section 13 consequences. When violation, please note that for privacy reasons, specific details of an account or the ban may only be shared with the account owner